Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're bringing on a special Beyblade. So right in front of me is Hasbro's Vanish Fafnir F7 from Beyblade vs. Quad Drive. So as you know, this Beyblade does have no rubber, and I had to put a eraser in the back, but who cares about it now? But anyway, so we are going to be doing a nice review on this guy, alright? So this review will have Vanish Fafnir's parts laid out, and we'll talk about each one of them. We will do a quick test spin just to see how it performs. And yeah, we're going to talk about just a bit. It does come with a quad drive launcher, but we're not going to talk about that. We'll do that in a later video maybe, I don't know. However, let's first talk about the star here. So Vanish Fafnir F7, I'm going to take out every single part. So this is Hasbro's version, so it doesn't click, and it will be a lot lighter than the Kartomi version. Alright, and I don't have Tapered-Q at the moment, but we do have Hasbro, so we can review this during that time. Hopefully we can unbox it later, or a review. Alright, so this here, guys, is the Fafnir core. So it's not actually a core, it's called a drive chip. So Tapered-Q would call it the DB core, or for now, it's just a drive chip for Hasbro. So this part does include quite a bit of stuff. Actually, it doesn't. It has very weak slots, so it doesn't actually tighten very well. And where's Fafnir? I don't see a dragon. It's very hard to see. You have to look at it from a very certain angle like this. Then you finally can see it. Alright, so Fafnir's core doesn't have too much. So for you guys who would like the code, here's the code. A little scratched up. I don't know if it works, but I mean, if you want to see the code for now, you can. Alright. So it's only like $10, so you can buy it if you want. Alright, next up, this would be a very unfortunate part. So this is the vanished blade. This is sad because they've hollowed it out, so it's a lot lighter. And plus, the main gimmick from Tapered-Q was that this entire blade was mostly rubber. The only part would be these golden plastic pieces. But now, it used to be super flexible. Hasbro took that out, so now we don't have any flex, which is gonna be unfortunate. And yeah, it's just really sad. However, it still can drain because of the shape. That's nice. Its stamina is pretty good. So they kept the most shape, and I've heard that there's a cut here. So you can see that these cuts are here, which were on Tapered-Q's one. However, it's meant so that way when the base hit, it would help it absorb more. But now this has actually become a breakage point for Hasbro since it is plastic. So yeah. Alright, and before we start talking about all these other parts, quickly I would like to make an announcement. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we are doing that marathon, like I said, and once we reach 100 subscribers as well, we are going to be doing a face reveal. You guys will figure out my identity, so if you want to, please subscribe. Thank you. Alright, well, yeah, we'll just talk about that just quickly. Okay, anyway, so this just clicks in with the slide. Alright, now I like to align the dragon, so it looks like this, but it's supposed to have this dragon in front of it, like that. That's the perfect alignment. So, just for you guys to know, small details, right? Alright, so moving on, we have our gravity, it's called a gravity, chip, I think? I don't know. It's something, though. It's just, different name from Hasbro's and stuff, and, it's quite interesting. They took out all the metal from the DB, okay, I forgot what this is called. Alright, anyway, this is the part that kind of attaches underneath. Now, this used to be metal. In fact, we have seen 3 armor from our original Divine Belial. It's not original, but we've seen it. So this 3 armor is technically this one, but it's just plastic now. So yeah. Now, it's going to be pretty unfortunate, seeing as it's a little lighter. It's called the gravity ring, by the way, I just remembered. Now, in the Tapered-Q version, it's called an armor. Now, you would like to align it with these parts here for the best amount of absorption at these points, plus for the maximum stamina. Alright, so not much to talk about this. Alright, now let's move aside. Now, let's get into some of the more interesting parts. This here's tapered. Alright, so Tapered does look like a good disc. It seems like it's the same from Tomi's, but I do see some small variants. I do see that some of the metal, for me, it feels like it's a little shaved out. For some reason, it feels like, at least. So There is apparently some metal shaved in here, because from other people's review, it turns out that Tapered-Q is lighter than Tapered from Takartomi. Takartomi's Tapered weighs about 29 grams. This one weighs about 26, which is pretty interesting why. So far, all of Hasbro's discs have been a little lighter, so maybe it's just part of it. But the Tapered disc main feature, it's super round, super low, reminds you of a tank, and it's pretty nice. So it's going to help for stamina because it's so round and it'll curve with the wind. So that's going to be its advantage. So yeah, it is the high and low mode system part. So it's going to be like able to connect with this. So it's going to fit in at the low mode. Normal disc wouldn't. Alright, and finally, let's talk about the last part, the driver. This is supposed to be dimensioning Q, which it does not look like it at all. I don't see the resemblance very well. However, I do see some cases where the top, I do see how it's like shaped and all. It's pretty hard to notice though. This does increase the mobility a little bit when it is in Apex mode. Or yeah, so Apex mode, it's not as great. Or Apex or core mode. So this here is the plus. So this part actually connects onto here, and it'll lock up as you like lock up the bay together. So this is part of the kick driver. So I like this because it's super round. It's going to help with stamina. The tip is sharper than Takartomi's, and also a little bit wider. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. And well, it's just going to connect on, and it's going to make your bay a lot taller. Like that. There you go. So this driver altogether, really good. It has a lot of life after death. Its spin steel's okay. The hand spin is pretty easy. And, well, the entire bay at least is easy. Alright, so let's put everything together. Alright, this is our final product. Alright, it stood that time. Alright, so this is what it looks like in low mode. You can take a good look at it. Alright, so this is in low mode. Let's quickly switch it out. Alright, we're back, guys, and there you go. Nice. Alright, so now this is in the Apex mode. So just before, actually, wait, this is not Apex, is it? No, it is Apex, never mind. Okay, so we are just in Core Plus mode, and now it's in Apex Plus mode. And if you Alright, there you go. Alright, there you go. We're in low mode now. Alright, so this is the core mode again. Alright, so life after death with a hand spin. You can definitely tell it's a lot better than others. Alright, so as for your information, this is how it spins. So I'm bringing up our Beyblade Burst standard type stadium. I'm going to use our Master Devilos' string launcher. And the reason why I'm not going to show the entire stadium is just that this bay is not going to do a lot of movement. So yeah, alright, this is going to be the launch. So this has a lot of stamina from Hasbro's version, so I'd like to see that. I mean, I've already owned it. It is a used one, and as you can tell, it doesn't like to stay on. 3, 2, 1, let rip. Okay. Alright, a little bit of movement there. Alright, now it's just staying. Alright, you can just see now all that spin it has. So, I mean, I'd be pretty confident in stamina battles with this guy, seeing as it's spinning very stably and conserving stamina. So, it does kind of use its stamina up a little bit, but I mean, yeah. So, this is a good bay for stamina. And, yeah. Alright, so technically, this Beyblade looks like it's going to be a good competitor. The only thing that's going to be causing a weakness is definitely the burst resistance. Alright, well, this was my entire review on this bay. So, thanks for watching this video. If you made it to this point, nice. And if you liked it, please, you can leave a like, and I'll know that. And if you want to see my face, subscribe. Thank you. Alright, well, I'll see you guys soon, alright? We're gonna have a spinning marathon on this guy, seeing how well it can free spin, or wait, not free spin, spin steal. And speaking of free spin, we might test out some bays which do have free spinning parts. Who knows?